Hello friends, a big loving welcome to all you lovely people to your very own channel Ammu&You, where I am Ammu and I'm wishing you a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all of you. May Lord Ganesha bring peace and prosperity into everyone's life. Today the story that I have for you is about the birth of Lord Ganesh. So let's hear. Ganesh is the son of Shiv and Parvati. The tail of his elephant head is awesome. And this story has been written by Bhakti Mathur. So the story of birth of Ganesh. Shiv and Parvati lived in the mighty Himalayas, a lofty snow-capped mountain chain on a divine peak called Kailash, towering high above a rocky terrain. Shiva was a brilliant shade of blue, dressed in tiger skin, snake at his neck, long matted hair with a crescent moon. You see, he was quite a divine maverick. He would often disappear in the wild for many days all by himself, to meditate, to get away from it all, leaving Parvati behind all by herself. One day, Parvati felt terribly lonely, cried to the mountains, full of sorrow. How I wish I had someone to play with, came the echo. Suddenly, Parvati had a bright idea. I can make a playmate, she said. Some sandalwood paste she molded into arms, legs, a belly, and a head. The figure looked so lifelike that Parvati exclaimed and loudly sighed. Could I possibly make you come alive? Oh, how I wish you were my child. Hopeful, she blew life into the figure. And a wonderful miracle took place. A boy with large eyes, dimpled cheeks, stood before Parvati, face to face. Amma, you're not alone anymore, he said. My son, Parvati cried with tears of joy. She could not believe her wonderful luck. Finally, she had her own sweet boy. Next morning, Shiva was still away and Parvati was going for a bath. She told the boy to guard the door. Let no one come in, just block the path. The sandalwood boy was so proud, ready to be a guard for his mother. He'd take on all who tried to enter, be it friend, stranger, or any other. And it so happened that Shiva returned to his home that very day and found a young lad at his front door, standing there firmly blocking his way. Stop there, commanded the little lad. No one enters till my mother says so. Shiva laughed. Do you know who I am? Child, this is my home. Open the door. I don't care who you are. I am obeying my mother, so just go away. Shiva was quite irritated and raved. Little brat, I am in no mood for child's play. It was beneath Shiva's dignity to fight a mere boy. So he sent his pet bull Nandi and his gunners. Off to confront the boy they went. But the gunners were no match for this fearless little fighter. The brave boy defeated them all, though he was smaller and lighter. Shiva then sent Brahma to tame the boy. But as soon as the old god appeared, the naughty boy jumped at him and pulled hard at his moustache and beard. Ah! Shrieked Brahma in pain, and clutching his injured face, he hurried away to tell Shiva of his embarrassing disgrace. Now Shiva had had enough. Time for a face-off, he said. He hurled his trident in rage, and off blew the boy's head. When Parvati reached the scene, she was horrified at the sight. Her little boy lay lifeless, his head cut off. What a plight! Her cries shook heaven and earth. A mother's grief is a powerful force. Nothing could make her feel better. Parvati wailed till she was hoarse. From her forehead sprang goddess Kali. Together they vowed to avenge the child. Like tornadoes, they rampaged the earth, destroying everything in their anger so wild. In desperation, the mighty Shiva pleaded, "O Parvati, stop, I beg of you. Heaven and earth will be ripped apart if you and Kali thus continue." Parvati glared at Shiva, eyes ablaze. "You killed my son. This is your fault. If you now want to save the earth, undo your sin and my rage will halt." Shiva finally understood and said, "I'm sorry. I didn't know he was our son. I will search for his head far and near. I won't rest till my mistake is undone." Shiva set off to find the missing head. The strong blow had flung it far away. He searched all over with no success and finally collapsed in deep dismay. An elephant roaming nearby saw him and asked, "Why do you look so sad?" Shiva said, "I beheaded my own child. In anger, I did something terribly bad." The elephant said, "I am old and my life is nearly done. Please take my head for the child and bring life back in your son." His eyes welling up with tears, Shiva said, "O wise one, I thank you. Without your selfless sacrifice, I would not have known what to do." With the elephant's head in his arms, Shiva raced home, no time to spare. He placed the head on the child's body as Parvati held him with loving care. Slowly the boy opened his eyes. Hugging him, Parvati cried, "My little one," Shiva said, "forgive me my foolishness. I love you. You are also my son." "Since you were so brave a god," Shiva said, "I shall now proclaim you are the leader of my Ganas and Ganesha is your new name." "May you be as wise as you are brave," said Parvati, "helping people in tasks old and new. May all the people who pray to Ganesh be successful and be happy in whatever they do." That is how Ganesha's head came about because of Shiva's mistake, and also why people pray to Ganesh before any new venture they do undertake. Naughty Ganesh is a loving friend, kind, wise. He's a good listener too. A clever mouse he keeps for a pet, and he loves to eat a laddu or two. Yes, Ganesh loves to eat modaks, and that is why we offer him modak, specially on Ganesh Chaturthi or on any occasions that we worship him. I hope you've liked the story, friends. Did you know the story how Ganesh was born? If you did, I'm sure you enjoyed listening to it again. If you didn't, I'm sure you're very, very happy that you know it now. Thank you for listening to this story. Let me know through your comments how you liked it and also how you celebrated Ganesh Chaturthi. It's a big festival all over India, especially in Maharashtra. So, happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all of you once again. Thank you for listening to this story. Wait for me till I come back again. Bye-bye.